Day 5 of the Sam Kerr trial has wrapped up, in which she has pled not guilty to one charge of racially aggravated harassment of a police officer. On the 5th day, we saw a stream of character references that were given both in person and read out from teammates, from coaches and from Sam Kerr's mother as well. One of the most glowing came from Emma Hayes, Sam Kerr's former coach at Chelsea, who is now the USA women's national team coach. In her reference, she said, "Sam is one of the warmest, friendliest and kindest players that I've ever coached. Not only is she an exemplary role model to her teammates, but in particular to the younger players in the way she applies herself. She has a great perspective about things, and even when things get heated, she is calm and level-headed. Her protective nature is always to look after the people around her. She has a wonderful heart, and she is a big kid at heart. And I think she does well to manage everything that is thrown at her and the expectation that is thrown at her." The prosecution then wrapped up its case by addressing the jury this way. And once again, thank you to Catherine Batt from the UK's Telegraph newspaper for live tweeting throughout this case. There are 3 questions that you have to answer. Did Miss Kerr intend to cause harassment, alarm or distress to PC Lovell? Did she cause harassment, alarm or distress to PC Lovell? When she did so, did she demonstrate hostility based on PC Lovell's ethnicity? There are plenty of questions you do not have to answer. You do not have to work out exactly what happened in that taxi. You don't have to decide who was at fault for all of that, who was to blame for all of that. It's not easy to untangle all of that. It is tempting to pose a rhetorical question. What if PC Lovell had been a black man? What if she had called him effing stupid and black? It's not really a fair question, is it? Because the words black and white in this context are not a like-for-like swap. Calling a white man white is not as loaded as calling a black man black. White population is not a minority. It does not carry with it the hurt and injustice for years and decades of personal and collective experience of prejudice. Fact remains that in the heat of the moment, this was an insult delivered by reference to race, and that is what the law prohibits. It is not just abusive and insulting behaviour. It is, to use the language of the law, racially aggravated, abusive and insulting. On the basis of what you heard, the defendant is not only a wonderful footballer, but her friends, mum and colleagues have told you she's a wonderful person. That cannot change what she did and said on that video. It can't make it go away. It might make it surprising. It might make it sad. What it means is that normally she wouldn't have behaved like that. Normally she wouldn't commit this offence. But drink and anger, all of that meant that this was normal. She did something which she should not have done, something that makes her guilty of the offence. Now, that concludes the prosecution's case. The defence will now give its closing remarks back in court on Monday morning, and the judge has expressed that he expects a verdict by later on Monday in London.